Hello everyone, my name is Yuko Tomizuka. I'm a global real estate investment advisor with 30 years of working experience, and I have evaluated so far 20,000 properties. Today I would like to speak something about the location criteria of data center. Since the COVID-19 pandemic appeared, we have been forced to change our lifestyle as well as working style. Most investors' intentions have been focusing on residential, logistics, and hospitality assets, and one of the new directions is data center. Today, I'd like to spend some time to analyze the best data center location in Greater Tokyo area. The criteria as follows: secured electricity supply, number one; then number two, low hazard risk; number three, cheap rental expense; number four, access to office concentration. Let me explain. Number one, secure electricity supply. Needless to say, the electricity supply should be secured even under disaster attacks. The configuration of power plants can be found on the TEPCO side. Most of thermal as well as water power generation plants have been in Greater Tokyo marginal. In the center of Tokyo, it is naturally hard to find the proper location to develop a large scale of power plants. That Greater Tokyo surrounding area or on the edge have been preferred to have power plants. The criteria number two, low hazard risk. Since the Great Tohoku earthquake in 2009, people have been careful in location selection. The soil condition in western part of Tokyo is presumably much harder than that of eastern. Regarding tsunami, therefore, western Tokyo looks more secured, but earthquake itself, a sort of plate can be found in western part. This is a hazard map released by Emirate Ministry of Land Infrastructure and Transportation. Some part are in Japanese only. Number three, cheap rental expense. As it takes more distance from the center or business district, the rental value gets cheap. However, depending on the access to the headquarter offices, the data center should not be too far from the central. Therefore, secondary office buildings in secondary location can be used as a data center. Criteria number four, access to office concentration. The distance where staff is located in the headquarters can access within 1 hour may be acceptable considering the possible risk measurement. And therefore, a location within Tokyo metropolitan area looks ideal for data center operators. Therefore, the location criteria for data center is as follows. Number one, secure electricity supply. Number two, low hazard risk. Number three, cheap rental expense. Number four, access to office concentration. However, in addition to above criteria, balance of building resilience and its energy efficiency may provide the better location for the potential data center property. This means that even though low ground height area, as long as the building demonstrates good resilience, proper distance, and reasonable rent, the property can be used as a good data center. And therefore, as a conclusion, the primary criteria are electricity availability, natural hazard-free, cheap rent, and distance to the office. However, depending on the building and location, a company can have the better data center property in a good location with cheap cost. If you like this channel or this video, please click the like. Thank you for your attention.